let's draw a face on a cloth doll. Hi everyone, my name is Caitlin and I teach old-fashioned sewing skills, and like 2 years ago we made a doll on the channel that I then lost in the move. She's bigger than I remember. I found her finally in the bag that we made her. So I'm gonna draw her a face. I feel like, trying to decide what her front and her back is real quick. She's very lopsided. I feel like this is her front. Yeah, we'll call this her front. Awesome. And then I have some watercolor pencils because that's what was recommended to me. It wouldn't be the period accurate choice, but it'll give us something that looks period. And I have still not figured out exactly. Some of them were done with pencil, I can tell, on the original. Some of them were done with pen, some of them were embroidered. Like, there seems to be lots of different options. And I am not a good painter, but I feel like I can draw pretty well, so we're going to try drawing. What I am going to do is practice first. I forgot to push start on the camera, so I apologize. We're going to start with her mouth. So I'm going to put an image on the screen of what we're going for. This is one of the originals that I found. And this is my very basic drawn out, so I can at least see scale. Probably would have been easier to do this before I stuffed her. Down the middle of her lips. There we go. There's lots of ways to do noses according to the originals. So I feel like this is going to be a little too big, but she'll have a nice wide nose. That's okay. And they gave her nostrils, which I think is hilarious, so I'm copying that. And let's do her eyebrows, which are kind of up here. Kind of long. Don't know if the white's actually going to show up at all, but I drew it in. I blue for her eyes. It's a very common eye color for dolls. It should be a pretty quick video because it shouldn't take that long. Alright. Now I want to see about drawing her hair, actually. Just to the seam line, which is sort of like the original. So we can give her a nice center part. Start there. Okay. And I kind of like it's just kind of whooped, and there's like a few little wispies around. Again, I'm only gonna go to the seam with this. Now I gotta do the other side because your end's kind of in the same area. Definitely would have been easier to do this before she was stuffed. I didn't think that far ahead. So when we put like a bonnet or something on her, she'll look like she has hair, even though she doesn't. Alright, I feel like that's not terrible for a very first try ever. I do think her nose is big, but interestingly enough, a lot of the noses are big on these originals. So I'm thinking it's just like a common problem. We're going to say I did it on purpose and that her big nose is a authentic choice. And these are watercolor pencils, so what I'm going to do now is kind of go in with the brush to blend things out a little bit with a little bit of water. I think for me this is probably the best option instead of actually trying to paint her. I feel like I have a little bit more control with a pencil than a brush. Maybe it's my imagination, but I feel like it looks better. And she'll dry off in a little bit, and hopefully it'll look a little bit more like paint. Alright, looks kind of like she's crying right now. I think overall that was a success. It's going to be a short video this month because we are literally just painting her face. I knew that was the very next step. So now I get to kind of plan her wardrobe. So we're not going to be able to do as many doll videos this year because I have it scheduled out now to only happen on the 5th Monday. Just because of scheduling reasons. At least for this year. We'll see. Maybe next year we can go back to doing it every single month. But I think we'll make her a couple different pieces in each video. That way, whenever we get to one of her videos, she'll still have a few change of clothes. So I'm thinking like 2 dresses. I'm thinking it's going to be more like a girl's doll. So I don't think we're going to do any undergarments for her. I think we're going to do maybe 2 bonnets, 2 dresses, and then some accessories like a couple like a pinafore and an apron or something like that. So that way she'll have that. I wonder if I should paint shoes on her. I was just thinking about clothing and I realized her feet are completely bare. We could probably paint some feet. I bet we can paint some feet. Alright, I think the best way to do this is take that black and just kind of go around. I think we'll go all the way around her. If you stumbled on this video because you want to make your own cloth doll, I highly recommend painting, sewing, or doing whatever before you sew. I almost feel like being extra and giving her like stockings and garters. This is unlocking an unpleasant memory of the year we had an art teacher. The one year our school ever had an art teacher, and she quit mid-year, but they already had art on the special schedule, so they made us go in and teach art. I didn't enjoy that. Alright, we're gonna give her striped stockings. Does that somewhat resemble a stocking? Alright, now I'm going to match the stocking stripes. This ought to be fun. Alright. We are winding down, so she is almost done. Alright, I'm gonna let her dry a little bit and then we'll see what she looks like dry. And there we are. So I didn't mean for it, but I guess her stockings and her eyes match her bag, so that's kind of cool. Totally did not mean for that to happen, but yeah, I think she's gonna be a good base for a couple of videos this year. It won't be a lot, but again, like I said, a couple of dresses, a couple pieces of headwear, a couple of accessories, and that might be all she gets, which is fine because she's supposed to be just a random little cloth doll, but something that's easy for kids to use. Be great for a toddler because she can get banged around. And that's going to be basically her function. So again, somewhat of a shorter video this time, again, because all we had to do was really paint her little face and end up adding stockings and shoes, which I think was a really good idea. I think it'll be great whenever we get her some dresses as well. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications so you're notified anytime I upload a new video, and as always, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you back here in the next video.